Hello, welcome back to Natural Stone Outlet. On today's video we are on a very noisy factory that is doing a beautiful type of stone, the split face. I'm going to show you how it's done and then I'm going to show you the finished product. So essentially you start with leftover of material with these 2 cm, 3 cm tiles. You cut them into bands and then what you do, you bring them to a machine. You'll see on this side. And so basically what it's done, there is this machine that is going up and down, and basically you break the edges of the stone on one side and the other, and then what you get is the final split face look. That's simple. You break the edges on both sides and you get a split face surface, as you can see here. Split face material. Then what is done? You get this piece, this edge is correct, this edge will be corrected later on, and you'll get the final proper split face tile. So that's about it. Very simple process. You start with split facing the band, the tile, and then you cut the edges to make sure that it's all even and perfect. So that's about it, about the production of split face material. So now we're going to look at the final look at the stone for the different selections. Let's have a look. All right, so here we are, and the final production line, the final stage of the production line of the split face material. So what we've got here is a finished product, already adjusted, corrected, all the beautiful rough surface of the split face, as you can see already in the crates, ready to ship. So what we see here is a split face white marble. This white marble is not 100% white, it's a bit silver, as you can see, but this is the final look. It's beautiful. It's, you know, a bit rough, but at the same time organized. So that's what's special about this kind of finishing. So this one would be the white marble. On this side we have the beige marble. So you can see again the same rough surface, you know, but quite organized, and yeah, it's beautiful. And on the beige marble you see the occasional red vein, but all in all becomes quite uniform, you know. So that's the beauty about this kind of finishing, that there is no specific selection of stone, because it's so rough. You don't really see, you know, the elements of the stone. So it's either beige, white, black, you know, it's per color, not so much per selection of stone. On this side we have the beige travertine. Travertine is a great stone for split face. It split faces really well. You can see the surface is pretty, it's rough but pretty uniform. You don't see the finished, you know, it's just rough. There's no honed edge or anything. It's all pretty rough. Again, the same kind of look, rough but organized. So this is a very popular color for a split face as well. Beige travertine. So on this side we have the yellow travertine. Again, the travertine is a great stone for split facing. And what you see is just all the color tone variation of the yellow, from light to dark, looking beautifully, you know, all well integrated on this kind of split facing. Good choice for the split face material. So here what we have, this is a beige marble, but they are bigger pieces. So what we have, first of all, we have more thickness, and then they are wider, they are 10 centimeters instead of 7, and it's a longer piece as well. So this is a more robust. This is normally used on exterior cladding, for example. Finally, we have the travertine. Again, beige travertine, 10 centimeters height, 3 centimeters thickness. Same product for exterior cladding. Again, what you get is the same kind of look. Not so much color tone variation. The good thing about this rough surface is that it makes the whole thing a bit uniform. So, travertine classic, split face. And finally, on this side, we have the last mock-up to show you. So, this is a NOCE travertine. We go back to the initial model, which is, 7 centimeters You know, this is the 2 centimeter thickness, 1.5. So, you know, looking good. The NOCE does very well. NOCE travertine is the brown color travertine that does, you know, really well with this kind of finishing. You can see, have a look. The surface is great, the color is quite good. Not so much color tone variation, not so much contrast. So it's great material for this kind of finishing. So that's it. This was a very noisy introduction to the split face material. You can choose marble, you can choose travertine. You can have different formats in terms of height, in terms of thickness. But well, that's about it. If you need some more information, feel free to contact us. Thank you for watching.